Hello students, I am Aniket Kaushal, computer teacher, and today we will continue our previous class. Um, the topic which we have started was data entry and keyboarding skills, right? We were in this. We have already completed Unit 1 Introduction to IT and ITES industry, and in my last class we have already started data entry and keyboarding skill. So we were in page 31. Up to 30 page I think we have completed, right? This typing and deleting text, typing capital, typing symbol, typing sentence, these all things we have covered in our last class, right? So today we will start from this chapter, this topic, right? Pointing device. So let's start. Pointing device. Instead of typing, directly some item can be selected from computer screen, for example, print or close button. This can be done using point and draw devices such as mouse. Not only to select, but drawing of line, curve, shapes in is also possible with such devices. Other examples of point and draw devices are joystick, lightly touchpad, or trackballs and touch screen. All these are what? All these are pointing device, right? Instead of typing, directly some items can be selected, right? With the keyboard also, if suppose if you don't have mouse, then from keyboard also we can select the items. Yes, but if we have mouse, then it is very easy for us, uh, not only to select the items or icons, but also to create many shapes, or to you know means it is much easier for us to use mouse for pointing, or we can also scroll down. We have lot of options, right? Now mouse. Mouse is a pointing device used to point particular place on the screen and select to perform one or more actions. It can be used to select menu commands, the size, window, selecting actions from the screen icons, etc. All these things we can do using the mouse, right? We can select, we can give commands, we can select icons, right? We can resize. A mouse primarily comprises of three parts: the buttons, the handling area, and the ruling object. By default, the mouse is configured to work for the right hand. The left-handed person can change the settings as per the needs, right? So in mouse you can see there are three parts. Uh, you know, right button, left button, and scroll wheel, right? Right button, left click, right click, right button, left click, button, and scroll wheel, right? How to hold the mouse? You know how to hold the mouse. I think you all of you know. Understood? See, in this picture you can see how to hold a mouse. ठीक है ना? Where your finger should be, right? Where your finger should be. You can clearly see. Now, next. Put the right hand on the mouse. Wait. Put the right hand on the mouse. The index finger goes on the left button, right? When you hold a mouse, your index finger should be on the left click button, okay, and the middle finger goes on the right button, from where you can do right click, right? Hold the mouse with thumb. Hold the mouse thumb and the fingers to click. Press a button, mouse button lightly, and press it immediately, right? Immediately means click, click, right? Don't hold it. You have to just click. If you are dragging, then only you have to hold the key, button, right? Understood? Okay, this you already have done, right, in schools. Mouse pointer. The mouse pointer allowed to point on the screen. The pointer changes as shown below. This, yes, pointer changes. Sometimes pointer is like becomes like a hand, and sometimes arrow kind of mark, will you notice? So what happens within different softwares, it works, it shows in a different manner. This mouse pointer will appear as you move it around the screen. It can also be used to move things, obviously. So here you can see the correct posture of holding the mouse, right? So don't hold the mouse like this, right? These all are incorrect postures. This is the correct way of holding a mouse, right? Now next, it will appear as you move it around the screen. This mouse pointer will also appear as you move it around the screen, particularly if it is over text. This, as you can see here also, if I am showing you, this is the mouse pointer, will also appear as you move it around the screen, particularly if it is over text. This shape can be seen when you are about to type text. While working on a web browser, the pointer changed to pointing finger symbol as moved it over the page, right? Is it correct? This identifies a hyperlink. Click the left mouse button once to follow the hyperlink to another page. Let me show you. This is browser. Here it is arrow mark, right? Mouse how it is looking, arrow mark is there. The point, So, internet is not present right now, right? We are not connected to internet, so leave it. So next, mouse. Wait a minute. Mouse operations. All mouse do not use the. I will show you later after some time. Mouse operations. All mouse do not use the same mechanical operation, but all of them accomplish the same task. Some of them use a tracking ball at the bottom, and some of them use a type of light beam to detect the motion of the mouse, right? That is another laser. You have seen laser mouse and different kinds of mouse you have seen. Laser mouse, scroll mouse, trackball mouse, different kinds of mouse you have heard of. So some of them use a tracking ball at the bottom, and some of them use a type of light beam to detect the motion of the mouse. Laptops are equipped with a small flat surface, or sometimes with a very short stick for performing same job as mouse. The touchpad, we call it touchpad, right? In laptops we have the most conventional kind of mouse has 2 or 3 buttons on its top. Conventional mouse, old mouse, you have seen the desktop of old versions in which the mouse is there. These buttons are used for different actions. Using left button of the mouse, different operations like selection, dragging, moving and pasting. I think you know all of these operations. You are understanding the operations, right? What all operations? Selection, dragging, moving and pasting can be done, right? With the right button we can open a text context menu for an item if it is applicable. Context menu means the options. From there we can choose options whatever we want, right? The common mouse actions are as follows. The normal operations we do with the help of mouses are click on left, click or left click, general click or left click is same, okay? Single click, double click, okay? This two things happens with the left button, okay? Single click means left click or click we call it, and double click means, you understand, single click is used to select something and double click is used to open something. Right click is generally used to open context menu. Drag and drop to change the position of any icon or something, drag and drop, okay? And scroll to up and down the page, okay? Scroll down the page, scroll up the page, for that purpose it is used, right? Now blocking is another way of selecting text. It is used to select text that needs to be edited or formatted. Click at the beginning of the word or text and hold down the left button. Then the drag along the text and see it is beginning highlighting in black. At the end of the text or sentence, release the button. Something like this. Okay, something like this. So this is known as the blocking, right? Typing ergonomics. Typing ergonomics. What all things are required while typing? Typing ergonomics. Ergonomics means the study of people's efficiency in their working environment, right? What all environment is required while working. Take. So typing ergonomics provides the logistic support for the efficient and effective typewriting. They are important to attend and maintain accuracy and speed. Some of these factors included are as follows. Obviously, sitting posture. Obviously, sitting posture is one of the most important factor which we cannot take it casual. While operating the computer keyboard, sit straight, slightly, bending your neck forward. Check your comfort. This all thing is very important. This desk should be approx 680 to 720 mm high. Elbows should be slightly higher than wrists when operating keys and mouse. The back support should be at an angle of 90 to 100 degree and supporting the lumbar curve. Hip should be slightly higher than knees. All this, posture is very important. If you are not sitting in a comfortable position, then you cannot, work comfortably. You cannot type fast, right? Feet should be supported on the floor or by footrest. There should be approximately 2 to 3 fingers width clearance between the front edge of the seat and the back of the knee, right? So this is the sitting posture while you will work on the computer. Touch the lower portion of your back to the lower portion of the backrest of the chair. Touch both the feet to the floor. So this is the, you are getting, right, how to sit. Position of hands. What should be the position of your hand while you work on laptop or computer? Put your forearms at level with the keyboards and palms down. Keep your wrist straight and hang, as you can see, right? See, this is the position in which you have to follow, and this is incorrect. Okay, so next, your elbows naturally don't touch the elbows to the body or not to be too far away from the body. Okay, bend at about a 90-degree angle. So all these things you are getting, your position, what all the angles you have to, how to sit, how much distance should be between you and your this system, and how your hand should be, how your body should be, in which angle your eyes should be, your head should be in which position, exact angle, everything is given, huh? In which way you can be comfortable. Okay, now next. This we have done. Monitor placement. Do not bend your neck while working on the monitor and keep the upper border of the screen at eye level. The distance of the screen from the user depends upon the size of the screen. If it is a bigger size, then there should be a gap between, more gap between you and the system. And if it is a small screen, your distance should be less. Keep an approximate distance of about 60 to 65 cms for 17 inches screen, right? Mouse and keyboard placement. Keep the keyboard and mouse together at an approximate distance of 20 centimeters, which will help in smooth and effortless operation of keyboard. Same height of keyboard, mouse and elbows helps the user to work comfortably, right? Chair and table placement. Adjust computer chair and table to an optimal height. The chair of the computer user must be supported to his or her lower back. Keyboard and vibrating devices such as printer should be on separate tables, right? If you are working on a system, then printer should not be to disturb you. It should be on a separate table so that you can comfortably work on the computer table should also have sufficient space for your legs. With the With the correct ergonomics, typewriting becomes a natural phenomenon without causing unnecessary fatigues, right? Placement of matter to be typed. Place the matter for typing to the left or right side of the keyboard, preferably on the copy holder, which has a sloping surface, right? The document which you are seeing and copying, writing, typing on the system should be beside your keyboard, right? On left, either left or right, based on your efficiency, to which is more comfortable to you, right? Position. Now we will talk about the positioning of fingers on the keyboard. As typing is equivalent to pen or pencil nowadays, mastery of computer keyboard has become obvious. Mastering typewriting skills means to attain necessary knowledge and skill of keyboard operations by correct positioning of fingers. Nowadays, like we are writing in the same way, it is too common to give a printed sheet or to give a soft copy to somebody. So it is very if essential nowadays to have a mastery over the typing. In the home row approach, also called horizontal approach, all the 8 fingers of both the hands rest on home row. We have in my previous class we have talked about home row, right? Or horizontal, which is also called the horizontal row. In this, 8 fingers of both the hands rest on home keys during the keyboard operation. The fingers are trained to make the correct movement to the other keys in such a way that each finger returns immediately to its home key after it has depressed the corresponding key and in any other row. The thumb of the right hand is used to operate the space bar. Right? You can see the home. You can see the home keys A, S, D, F on left home key and right home key J and all J. I think this. You can see, okay? This is the home key and right side home key, and thumb you can see here, right, on a space bar. Yes, you can see. And with the help of this are the you have to set your fingers on these keys, that is the home keys, or we can call it what we can call it, horizontal keys. So you have to have mastery over it, and with the help of this you will be managed to operate the other keys also. After practice you will automatically understand where the other keys are and how much your finger should move to press to that key, right? Okay, now allocation of keys to fingers. The keyboard learning process starts from the second row, home row, right? Home row, JKL, and this semicolon. These are all what? These are the right hand side home keys. The keyboard learning process starts from the second row, home row, followed by the third row, upper row, first row, bottom row, and the fourth row, number row. The finger of both the hands have to operate the keys allotted to them on each row. It must be remembered that each finger has to operate only the key allotted to it, right? So in stepwise you have to follow. First, the keyboard learning process. In this learning process, first we have to what? From the start from the second row, home row, that is known as the home row, followed by the third row, upper row, then first row, bottom row, which we call the bottom row, and the fourth row, which is the number row. So in this pattern you will understand it when you do the practical. Allocation of keys to the fingers on the second row. Place 4 fingers of each hand on home keys, right? Place 4 fingers of each hand on home keys as shown in the figure. The remaining 2 keys G and H on the second row are operated by the 4 fingers, index fingers of left and right hand respectively, right? F and J, G and H, right? G and H. Okay. Place 4 fingers of each hand on the home keys as shown in the figure. The remaining 2 keys G and H on the second row are operated by the 4 fingers, index fingers, 4 fingers, index fingers. देखिए, first you have to master over this home keys, and this G and this H will be operated by your index finger, right? So this is the second row. Okay, are operated by the 4 fingers. Okay. Now next, let's practice by type the following in double line spacing to get perfection over the home row. Okay, to have a practice over the home row, just if you have a system, just practice it. Okay, type this on your keyboard, yeah, on your system using the keyboard, right? Which all this data is. Okay. Now do not look when you will type, when you will do this activity, don't do not look at the keyboard. Each letter should come beneath the other. Concentrate your mind on the text. Typing should be done quite accurately with constant rhythm, right? Repeat this process until mastery over this exercise. Do this activity, concentrate your mind, and and the letters should be come beneath the other. Each letter should come beneath the other, right? So in this way you have to follow such instructions so that you can have mastery over the typing, right? Type the following double line spacing to get perfection over the home row. This is also the same task, but the undertake repeated practices of typing article without looking at the keyboard. This is the most important now. Otherwise, if you will see the keyboard, then there is no meaning of doing this activity or having practicing. Allocation of keys to fingers on the third row, upper row. The next step after all this, the next step is learning the key reaches from the home row to the row above it. Okay, the next step is learning the key reaches from the home row to the row above it. The learning begins with the reaches from A to Q by left and A to Q by left and the learning begins with the reaches from A to Q by left hand little finger and from semicolon to P by right hand little finger, as you can see, right? This is followed by the placement of the third finger, ring fingers to adjoining the keys W and O and so on. In the third row, the allotment of fingers is explained below, right? In this way, you have the allocation of fingers on the third row. Stepwise, what we are studying, you are getting. What we are studying, we are trying to understand this all stepwise, how to operate a keyboard, right? So first of all, home row, mastery of home row, then upper row, then first row, bottom row, right? And then 4 number rows. Once home row, then upper row, then bottom row, and then number row, right? So this all are, we are talking about the home rows. We have and upper row. In this we have already talked about upper row, and now bottom row, right? In upper row also, while typing on the upper row, keep fingers on home row. Lift fingers of left hand and strike upper row key one by one and type QERT. R and T are typed by the same finger. Okay. Now again lift the finger of the right hand and strike upper row key one after another and type POIUS, POIUY. U and Y are typed by the same finger. You should ensure that one finger should move at a time while other finger should remain on the home row, right? So your fingers should be set on the home row, and while typing, while you are comfortable while using the home row, then you should start operating the upper row of the home row. The keys present at the upper side of the home keys, try to operate that using the QWERT and POIUY. Okay? So in this way you have to, with after home expertising in home keys, after that you have to move to the upper keys, right? And then bottom keys. In this we will go for bottom keys, right? After learning how to operate keys on the home row and third row, the next step is to learn how to operate keys on the first row. Keys Z, X, C, V, all these are what? All these are present on the third row, the bottom row. First, which row? Home row. It means middle row. Our alphabets are in 3 rows, right? So first we have to mastery over the middle row, that is known as the home row. Then after that, upper row means the upper row, the row above it, and after that we have to mastery over the row below it. These 3 rows are there. Middle row, then we have to move towards upper row, then below row, bottom row. Okay, so this is the sequence to have to mastery over it. Okay, type the following words and sentences with double line spacing. Okay, this activity also you have to do. Now, in the earlier 2 rows, all the 8 fingers of both the hands were used to operate the keys. But while typewriting on the first row, little finger of the left hand is not used. That is, no key is assigned to it. So, from the home row, turn downwards the ring finger of the left hand and strike key Z. Similarly, type keys X and C with middle and forefingers respectively. So, in this way, as maybe you have noticed or not, you are not using the middle this ring finger, right? So you can use it for these keys to it. Similarly, type keys X and C with the middle and forefingers respectively. Okay, type full stop comma M and with a little ring middle and forefingers of right hand respectively, which will appear as given below. Z, X, C, M, N. Alphabets B and B are to be typed with 4 fingers of left and right hand respectively. This is detailing. This all things are the detailing which has been given. Allocation of keys on the bottom row is depicted below. Okay, these are the this in this way you have to type. You have to practice in this sequence. Now in number rows, allocation of keys to the fingers on the 4th row. That is, alphabet rows are in the 3 rows are there of alphabet. In this we have to mastery over the first middle row first, and then to the upper, and then bottom, and after this we have to mastery over the number keys, right? In this row, type 1 2 3 with little ring and middle finger. 1 2 3 with little ring and middle finger. 9 fingers of the left hand, 9 okay, fingers of the left hand respectively are and 4 and 5 with the index finger, forefinger. Similarly, type 0 9 8 with little ring and middle finger of the right hand respectively. 7 and 6 with index finger, forefinger, right? So in this way it is mentioned. Maybe you are feeling that what is the meaning of studying all this? This is completely practical based. Yes, obviously it is practical based, and if you will practice on it, then only you will automatically understand what all contents are given in this chapter, right? But as we are at home right now, so let's read this chapter. Let us know what all things are given in this chapter, right? And then obviously we will practice on it, and if you have system, you can read and practice at your home also. Efficient and effective use of numeric keypad is important in numeric data entry. The numeric keypad has 4 columns and 5 rows. The row which has 4, 5, 6 and plus is called home row. This is the in that like that alphabet rows. In this also we have home rows, okay, which is known as 4, 5, 6 and plus is known as the home row. This is the row which is initially practiced by the touch typist. Means those who are learning, they usually practice on this first. Okay, the allocation of the keys on this row is shown below. Yes, you can see in the figure beside. On a numeric keypad, the number 5 is the guide key. It has a small raise. You understand? In that also, in alphabetical keys, and we have F and J, in which we have small raise, and in numeric keys we have what? 5, in which we have raised tangible mark, right? We have already discussed what is raised tangible mark. One mark is there, tangible mark, a raised tangible mark is there in some keys. To understand, to fill that particular key, and through that key we can operate other keys. We can have mastery with the help of that keys. A guide for the touch type is in the placement of fingers on other keys, right? Allocations. Allocation of the rest of the keys on numeric keypad 0 is to be pressed by the right hand thumb. One can also make use of calculator keyboard for numeric keypad practice. Yes, obviously you can open calculator software and you can enter the numbers in that, so that you can have practice of that number keys, right? Numeric keyboard. Now, successful keyboarding tips. The following points may be kept in mind for successful keyboarding techniques. Press the keys with feather touch and do not put undue pressures. मतलब you have to press it softly, okay? You have to operate the keyboards very softly. Rest your fingers on home row while typing. While you are typing, your fingers should be on home row. I told you, home row, middle row of the alphabetical keys. Allow your fingers to fall naturally on the keys so that each rests on top of the next key along the same horizontal row. Okay, whenever you are typing, let it fall. Your finger should fall naturally on the keys so that each rests on top of the next keys. Okay. While typing, release the key immediately as soon as you press it. Holding the key for a long time will repeatedly type the same character, as we have already seen sometimes, right? When you continuously press some any keys on the keyboard, then that letter will be pressed typed more than once, right? So immediately release it when you press any key. Do not look at the keyboard while practicing. Obviously, if you look at the keyboard, what is the meaning of using it? Means what is the using of what is how you can practice or how can you master over it? Press the keys with equal interval of time in rhythm. Equal interval of time. This equal interval of time is very important while pressing the key. Press the keys only with the fingers allotted for them. Press the fingers, then only you can master, right? So press the keys only with the fingers which is allotted to them. While pressing a key, say slowly, pronounce the character on the key. While pressing a key, say slowly, pronounce the character on the key, right? Do not take any mental stress while typing. If you will take mental stress, then it will take more time for you to master over it. So don't take, just enjoy. Secure typing ergonomics means you sit in a comfortable way, you proper table and chair. Maintaining patience if committed mistake at initial stage. While you will start practicing or in this direction, then have patience. Don't irritate or don't lose your patience if you commit any mistake, right? Maintain a balance between speed and accuracy, as both are equally important. Speed and accuracy. Speed is also important, and accuracy, correct letter should be correct, data should be typed. Yes, do not sacrifice accuracy for speed. It is there's no meaning if you have a speed but you don't have accuracy, right? To gain mastery of a computer keyboard, undertake repeated practice of typewriting words, sentences, passages and figures without looking at the keyboard. Lot of practices are required. You have to try to type words, sentences, passages and do a different kind of activities to have mastery over it. Checking your typing ergonomics. Do you see it in the is your desk and chair ergonomics? Yes, or you have to do this. Okay, are your computer table, mouse, keyboard placed in the correct position? Is your computer laptop correctly placed on the your desk? Follow all this. Yes, and that yes. Okay. From this we will till now practice all this. Try to, if you have a system, try to master over it. Do practice and read this chapter once more. And from in our next class we will start using typing software. Okay, in our next class we will start from here, that is page number 41. So till now what you have to do, you have to just go through this chapter, whatever we have studied till now, and do practice and try to remember the things, what all keys are there in the home key, what home keys, what all letters are there in the upper row of the home keys, right? All these things you have to remember, and try to practice over it. Try to remember the fingers which is allotted to different keys, right? So that's it for today. Thank you. Have a nice